All right, YouTube, I got a weird one for you. This is a 2001 Ford Taurus dual overhead cam, 24 valve. You notice the check engine light is on. The car is running, so you know what position the key must be in. We'll play around with that for a second. But I have a check engine light, no DTCs, no codes at all. I'm looking through YouTube trying to figure out what could possibly be wrong, and I'm hearing that this instrument cluster could be the problem, and there could be a harness up here and a harness over there, and the electrical connections to the harness could be bad. Anyway, it also could be something related to this switch. So you can pop these switches out fairly easily, and if you disconnect the back of these, then that affects the lights. This one here goes to the lights, and so it's pretty easy to disconnect, right? So I'm gonna grab onto it and see if I can disconnect it. All right, so that's disconnected. It didn't make any difference at all, but I can't turn the lights on when it does that. So I'm gonna connect it back up, and I want you to watch carefully, because you notice all those lights are on. The door is shut, and the seat belt goes off. What's that all about, right? That shouldn't be the case. So there's some electrical issue, obviously, but check this out. Not the light switch necessarily, but watch the dimmer switch. Now the check engine light's gone. Check engine light's back on, back off. So it apparently has something to do with the electrical and the dimmer switch. And now let's see if it makes any difference with respect to the, nope, see, it's just related to that. All right, so now I'm gonna try, I'm just gonna shut the door to get those things not to be on. And I'm gonna turn the car off. All right, so now the car goes off, and pull the key out. Let's see what happens with respect to this. Look at that. I can turn, the lights are on, I can turn the check engine light on and off with the dimmer switch. So if you're running into a really weird one where your check engine light's on, it may have to do with an electrical problem. It may be related to the dimmer switch or this whole assembly. It could have to do with the cluster up here in the instrument panel, and maybe there's a bad connection up there. I've heard number 15 on the instrument cluster on a Ford Taurus forum might be related to this. I'm not sure. So I'm not really sure what to say, except this is crazy, because I turned the car on, it's running, I have the lights on, and I have no check engine light. But if I adjust the dimmer switch, the check engine light comes back on. All right, turn the lights off, and again, the check engine light's on, and it's not affected by the dimmer switch. Lights on, it is affected by the dimmer switch. Go figure, please. If you have any comments about this at all, I might post another video if I get around to replacing that light switch. Crazy. That's crazy. Man, I wish turning off a check engine light was that easy.